Medieval perfume wasn't always kept in a bottle. Sometimes you wore it as jewelry. Welcome to VIOLA, where natural perfume meets ancient plant lore. These were called pomanders, and they were basically tiny portable perfume chambers, often made from silver or gold, pierced with little openings and worn from the neck or hanging from the belt. The word comes from the French pomander, excuse my pronunciation, which means apple of amber. And the amber originally meant ambergris. Inside could be an incredibly rich mixture of things like ambergris, musk, civet, rose, lavender, cinnamon, clove, nutmeg, mace, storax, benzoin, and labdanum, which as a natural perfumer sounds far less like some primitive medieval smell and more like a very expensive animalic amber perfume. But here's where it gets interesting. At that time, disease was often blamed on miasma, or corrupted, foul-smelling air. So if bad air could make you sick, the thinking was that surrounding yourself with powerful, beautiful aromatics might help protect yourself from it. It didn't protect anyone from bacteria or plague, of course. Within their understanding of medicine at that time, a pomander was almost like carrying a tiny aromatic pharmacy on your body. Some of them became ridiculously elaborate. There are surviving pomanders that open into separate little compartments, almost like petals of a flower. One 16th century German example has individual sections labeled for cinnamon, nutmeg, rosemary, clove, amber, and something called Glaswasser. So you could literally carry several different smells with you and open whichever one you wanted. This is like some type of Harry Potter stuff. They were worn by wealthy men and women, aristocrats and royalty, but my favorite one are much darker. Around the Renaissance, they even made pomanders shaped like human skulls. One surviving gold skull reveals 6 aromatic compartments containing things like cinnamon, lemon, marjoram, rose, and clove. And behind its eyes is a tiny sponge that could be soaked with scent. The perfume actually escaped through the eye socket. The skull itself was a memento mori, which means remember that you must die. Something that meant to remind them of death, simultaneously protecting them, perfuming them, and masking the smell of the world around them. And this is why I love studying old world, old perfumery in just the ancient ways. Because back then, perfume wasn't always just something you sprayed on because you wanted to smell beautiful or attract attention. It was worn as a jewelry. Sometimes it was medicine. Sometimes it was protection. Tell me, you wouldn't wear one of those.